Alright, so how are we going to do log worth? So log worth, you have to now figure out how many owners on the left side and how many on the right side. So how many non-owners and owners. So total, of course, we already know that, which is 24 by 32. Okay, and number of non-owners is G32, and this is H32. Okay, now left side, how many observations are there in the left side? Okay, again we know that this is I10 through I16, so that will be sum of I10 through I16. Alright, so this will be 24 minus that. Okay. Now we have to figure out one of these cells, then we can populate the rest of them. So how many owners are on the left side? Okay, sum of G10 through G16. So that will be the number of non-owners on the left side. So once we have that, then we can compute the rest of the cells. So that will be that minus that, and this will be that minus that. So these are the observed frequencies for the split. Okay. So now the expected frequencies for the split will be, so we need to look at the row total and column total. So this is row 1, column 1. So you take the row total. So I'm going to use absolute references so that I can copy this. So we want E to have the dollar sign. Okay, so because that's a column total. Okay, so column gets the dollar sign. So this is the row total. So row gets the dollar sign divided by the grand total. So now that one is always from E66, so it gets dollar sign from both. All right, so that's our expected frequency. Okay, copy that. Copy that. Because of this 12 and 12, you get the same number. Okay. So now the chi-squared, so this is our chi-squared. Chi-squared is observed frequency minus expected frequency. That should be squared, okay, divided by the expected frequency. So that will give us the chi-squared for each cell. Copy across and down. All right. So now you sum all of that. You get the total chi-square value. Okay, so degrees of freedom. So you get degrees of freedom by looking at R and. Okay, so here we know you don't have to. This is 1 degrees of freedom, but we need to know how we got 1. So R here is the number of rows. So number of rows. And column is number of columns. So degrees of freedom is R minus 1 times C minus 1. So P value then is chi-square distribution on the right side. So we want the right side tail. So chi-squared value and then degrees of freedom. So that will give you the P value. right? And then log worth is minus of that, okay, to the base 10. So that gives you the log worth. Okay. The bigger the log worth, the better it is. Larger values are preferable.